be back in uniform.
No, no question, Clark. He's been working so hard to get to this point. And when you get injured and you have to sit out for a while, it just really makes you appreciate getting back onto the court.
Let's check out Chicago's starting lineup. Mr. Moves, he's in at the point. Inside at the 4 and 5 are Gasol and Noah. Then there's Jimmy Butler. And it's Mayo in at the 3. And it's Westbrook missing. Here's Mr. Moves. There's the 3. And he gets it to go. Mr. Moves got 5 now.
Well, he's off to a good start, and he's a guy who we know. I mean, if he gets going early, he can give you problems all day.
Westbrook, a screen on Mayo. Durant with it. He had 22 points in the win against Utah.
And a phenomenal showing on the boards. His rebounding was a huge factor.
Chicago foul call. That's his first.
The Thunder shooting their first free throws of the night. That's good from Westbrook. Both free throws good from Westbrook. Last outing for Chicago, they won that game against the Los Angeles Lakers.
Yeah, that was a strange game. Very shaky defensive performance by their opponent, but hey, they took advantage of it.
Yeah, I'd go along with that. I mean, the game wasn't handed to them, but they definitely didn't have to work as hard as they should have.
Mr. Moves takes a big high bounce and goes in. Mr. Moves got his 3rd bucket of the night.
That's just run-of-the-mill for him. A typical day at the office. He's one of the more skilled offensive players out there.
And Westbrook, here we go, and he makes the 8-footer. And here in the first, closing in on 2 minutes play. Here's Mr. Moves. Boy, he was something else against the Lakers. Outside Butler. Here's Noah. It's Chicago with another bucket.
Red hot right out of the gates. 4 for 4 shooting.
Here's Oklahoma City. It's a 5-point game. They put up a nice win against Utah last time out.
And what that game came down to, guys, was their ability to use that 3-point shot so effectively.
The work they did on the perimeter was absolutely outstanding. Way too much for that defense to be able to handle.
Stolen by Durant. And now here's Durant, the fast.
Oh, how about that basketball, man? Beautiful. Wow.
He has a highlight reel unto himself, guys.
Yeah,
wow.
That could very well be a contender for Dunk of the Year and perhaps might make its way all over the internet.
I'm with you. I'm with you, Clark. That's a crowd pleaser if I've ever seen one.
Here's Butler. The Thunder making the shot. Low block shot on the way. That's good from Gasol on the assist by Butler.
Pretty impressive. 5 straight makes to start this game.
The Thunder have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Westbrook kicks to Ibaka. Outside Durant. Pass to Westbrook. The dish to Waiters. A 3-ball. And it's Chicago with the rebound. A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
Hey, Kevin. Scott Brooks gave me a few minutes to share with him. Coach said that even though this is the first meeting of the year, he didn't expect there to be much of a feeling out period between the teams. He said, listen, we have a group of guys that can all score and do it in a hurry. I expect us to come right at them and test their defense early on. They'll definitely be on the attack, guys.
Thank you, Doris. And guys, the focus being on the offensive side of things, they obviously don't want to let their defensive guard down, so to speak, can they?
No, of course not, Kevin, but you do game plan around your strengths. And for them, that means really mapping out the offensive strategy first.
Yeah, I don't disagree with you, but I also agree with Kevin, too. I mean, too much focus on the offensive end could leave them vulnerable at the other end.
3 on the clock. Shot from 12. Nice spin off the left rim and in. 9 points for Mr. Moves. Thunder trailing by 5. Right side Westbrook. Shot is off. Some solid defense from Butler. For Chicago, they've gotten 6 or 7 shots to fall in the first quarter. They're off and running. Mr. Moves passes to Butler. Gasol, no good.
Great defense in the paint there, making it tough on the offense.
That's what he brings, a presence. I mean, you saw it on that miss.
Had a pretty good look at the basket, but defensively they did a nice job rotating, forcing the miss.
There's the double team with Westbrook. Mr. Moves passes to Noah. Here's Mr. Moves, defended by Durant. Outside Butler. No good on the shot, a bit long that time.
What was the defense doing there? I mean, he is not the guy to give an open look to, and yet they got away with it.
Waiters dishes to Westbrook. 17-foot shot on the way.
Things have kind of gone south for him here in the quarter.
And there's the pass to Mr. Moves. And again, no good by Chicago.
And if they know what's good for him, that's the way they'll defend against him every time he takes the ball into three-point territory.
Well, you're right. Anything less than airtight defense on him will usually result in 3 points.
And Chicago has possession following the shot by Kevin Durant. Mayo kicks it to Noah. Shakes off the strong D and gets the bucket for 2.
They've worked hard and created great chances for themselves in this opening quarter.
Well, if they can match that effort at the defensive end, look out.
4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Then Gasol with the dunk.
Guys, that's simply superb. Ball pressure, a run out, and then a dunk in transition.
Exactly, Clark, what they wanted. The aggressive defense to lead to.
Yeah, points in transition.
That's why you want to make the other team feel uncomfortable handling the ball, because you can get easy.
Nice shooting.
Substitutions here. Oklahoma City trailing. We've got Ibaka. Dion Waiters is out there with Russell Westbrook. Then there's Hill. That's the lineup out there for the Thunder. Back to Westbrook. Good, and it's Hill picking up the assist. And that's 10 points for Russell Westbrook.
Well, it looks like he's finally found his footing in this game. His first quarter was a real struggle, but he's gotten it going now.
Thunder have gone 6 of 8 from the field in the second quarter. He feeds it to Waiters. It's rebounded by Mayo.
All the defender had to do there was just stay close to him, and he did.
Here's Mr. Moves. Off target with his 3.
You know, even though he missed that one, great shooters have a way of feeling when they've got enough room to pull the trigger.
Yeah, not enough defensive coverage there to prevent him from firing that time. But, yeah, I think if he's open, he's got to let that thing fly.
He shot the ball exceptionally well as they've built this lead for themselves here.
Tight game here in Oklahoma City. It's Westbrook with the drive. That's good. Westbrook's got 12 in the game.
It looks like he's finding his touch now because the shots are starting to fall.
Here's Mr. Moves. And a miss there on the triple.
Not able to find it here in the second. He's off stride and off track just a bit after that one he had earlier.
Hill passes to Westbrook. And stolen by Mayo. Passes it to Mr. Moves. Rebounded by Serge Ibaka. Ibaka's got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
He's going to play his way right onto the bench and out of the game if he continues to shoot it like he has so far in this quarter.
Now here is Hill. Right now averaging 5 points a game with the shot. And the jumper is on the mark. Now it's a 3-point Thunder lead. The Bulls shooting at 44%. Pretty reasonable. Let's go to our sideline reporter, Doris Burke. Doris, what do you have?
Hey, Kevin, Mr. Moves in that last game against the Lakers was just a man on a mission. He finished with 45 points, and he got there with his usual way. Just an impressive barrage of threes. What a show it was as he put up some really amazing numbers when it was all said and done. Even we marveled at his performance, Kevin.
Great, Doris. Thanks. Any chance we see him top that performance at Clark here tonight?
I'd say no chance, partner. And that's not a knock against him. It's just that he was so good that night, I don't think he can possibly do it 2 games in a row.
He was Kellogghian. Is that a word? We can use that word.
It is now.
Look at Steve. He didn't like that, though. Look at him.
Well, let's just say he was really good. Yeah, he got whacked. Shouldn't be much debate on that one.
Yeah, that was as straightforward as it gets, guys.
For Chicago, they have made 2 of their previous 3 free throws in today's game.
Well, you look at the numbers, 79% as a team on the season. That's very impressive.
Really, guys, it's just come together for them at the charity stripe this season. I mean, the confidence is there, and so too are the results.
That's good from Joakim Noah.
Boy, they're really battling, guys. Not sitting back, being aggressive, attacking when they have the chance. I like that.
Yeah, and that kind of approach is going to serve them well. It's gotten them to the line more than a few times this quarter.
And the Thunder making a switch here. McGarry's checked in. Joakim Noah hits them both. There's 1:17 left in the first half. Westbrook dishes to Waiters. Now here's Westbrook. D right on him. Good. Westbrook's got the lead up to 5 now for Oklahoma City.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 points coming from inside the painted area.
Yep, that's something that the defense has to put a stop to. Maybe a defensive adjustment is necessary here.
Now Westbrook after the missed 3 for Mr. Moves. And Waiters kicks to Westbrook. Got a piece of it. And here's the fast break. Here's Mr. Moves. There's the bucket. Good. Mr. Moves got 13.
Great anticipation and awareness to come up with the steal and trigger the fast break.
Wow, and now it's just a one-possession game thanks to that quick hitter. Fantastic basketball on the open floor.
Now here's Westbrook. 17 points for him last game against Utah.
And Kevin, a remarkable night for him passing the ball, just racking up the assists.
From deep three-point range, and he knocks it down. Good-looking 3 there for Mr. Moves.
Well, offensively, he's taken a solid opening quarter and just built on it here in the second.
Now here's Westbrook. 18 points for him. Boom, he jams it straight down.
Boy, they ran a nice play there, Kevin, to set up the easy dunk.
Yeah, he got help from his teammate and ran his man right straight into the pick.
Yep, and that's the offensive player's job.
That's
Run
right.
him into the screen.
And it was a great pick, too, Clark. I mean, he may have lowered his shoulder a little bit, but he got him pretty clean.
And the first half ends in a close one. Thunder lead by 4. And time now to go courtside as we send you over to Doris Burke from the sideline. Doris?
You guys had the lead after the first, but now find yourselves behind. What's the mindset of this team heading into the break?
I think we're still upbeat. We would like to have a stronger second quarter, but we know there's a lot of game left. Hopefully we can get back to how we started the game. That's all I got.
Thank you for your time. This one far from over, Kevin.
Thank you, Doris. And we'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half.
All right, listen up, everybody. The second half doesn't have to be as